Welcome back, everyone, to another Loupe Market Report powered by SlabStox. Today, we are looking at the first set that got made for the 2021 NBA Draft Class Panini Basketball product release, and we are looking at, of course, the overall market and which sports are trending up and down. Sit back, relax, and join us on today's episode. Last week, Wednesday, was the first release for a 2021 NBA product with Panini Chronicles Basketball. Now, each year, Panini drops a draft pick set to start the year. The past few years, it was Contenders, sometimes Prism. This year, we have Chronicles that combines a ton of sets together, like Select, Mosaic, Optic, Gala, Marquee. There's just so many different sets that they include into this specific product. But let's look at some of the top sales so far. So if you look at the sealed hobby boxes, the last two sales are around $205 and $225. They range from there. There's buy it now is around $260. Of course, Hobby Shops has them as well. Sometimes they're higher priced, sometimes they might be lower priced, but that's what the boxes are looking like. As for the top selling cards, we have a few here to look at. We have a Cade Cunningham Optic Contenders draft pick. So this is the Contenders line with Optic, but it's in the Chronicles brand. That was not like that the last few years. It was its own set. This was $597 on auction on October 2nd, numbered out of 99. We have an Illusions RPA out of 99 that went for $562. There's a Mosaic auto there that went for $550. That one's actually on card. Jalen Green on card that went for $560. Those are out of 99 as well. Jalen Green again. Cade Cunningham. A gold of Io Dusunmu. Hope I pronounced that right. So that's a gold numbered out of 10 from Select Courtside. Another Cade Cunningham. We got a Miles McBride there out of West Virginia. That's a limited RPA out of 475. Some more Cade Cunningham. Some more Jalen Green. And then we've even got a Jalen Suggs gold out of 10 Mosaic rookie. Very cool card there. Now, college draft picks cards do not sell the best, as we can tell. The hobby boxes are now trending far down from what they released at. And the overall single market is not insanely strong when looking at the top hits. Now, of course, one of ones will sell for a pretty penny, but a gold out of 10 of one of the top rookies in the class going for $306 is not something crazy. So I would tread lightly with this product. If you're going to buy it, I would totally wait until we get our first NBA product in NBA jerseys. And I think you'll be able to get some good deals. But for now, this was the intro to the Loupe Market Report. Let's get on to Sam with the basketball report.
Sam here with your weekly basketball card market update. When PSA raised its prices and shut down the majority of submission options, the 2020-2021 Panini Prism basketball set had not yet been released. In the past several years, we've grown accustomed to some of the best young rookies being widely available on eBay, having already been graded. And that's just not the case with this past year's draft class, as many people are understandably not wishing to sink $200 to $300 into grading fees. For that reason, only 212 LaMelo Ball Silver Prism rookie cards have been graded to date, only 19 receiving a gem mint grade as a PSA 10. That's why we only have 3 eBay sales of the card that I know of, with the last one ending at $4,000. Now, LaMelo Ball looks like he's probably going to be a very good player in the long run. Through 51 games, he averaged just under 16 points along with 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal and a half, while shooting okay from the field and an okay 35% from long range on 5 3-point attempts per game. There's some okay in there, but there's a lot of good. It's perhaps even easier to see his contributions when you look at the relative success of the Charlotte Hornets last year. They ended the year at 33 and 39, just a game back of the 8th-seeded Washington Wizards, and I'm not sure that anyone expected them to be in contention for a playoff berth already last year. LaMelo led the team to the 10th seed with Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, Terry Rozier, and PJ Washington. All of them are legit NBA players, and there's several other players on the roster that are legitimate rotation-level players, but it's not the type of roster that you'd expect to improve all that much over their 23 and 42 finish the year before. But LaMelo Ball came in, and people just got better. Terry Rozier, very notably, had the best season of his career. Miles Bridges suddenly became a capable three-point shooter, and he established a very good rapport with LaMelo on the court, while also seeing the biggest improvement among Charlotte Hornets compared to the previous year. PJ Washington's numbers improved almost across the board, and then there were other improvements around the roster together with them. I don't think it's any coincidence at all that so many players improved in the first season that LaMelo Ball saw the NBA hardwood. He's just the type of player that makes his teammates better. He's a leader on court and off the court, and he also brings his own individual contributions nearly every single night. Now, before we see what he does in his second year and beyond, I think that you should be buying whatever you can afford in LaMelo Ball's basketball card market. Right now, you have the unique opportunity to be buying up his more desirable rookie cards without paying the premium that comes with pre-graded cards. Currently, his raw Prism Silver rookie cards are going in the $250 range, which is certainly pretty expensive compared to many of his contemporaries, but I do believe that we're looking at a very, very, very good NBA player long term. It's not the worst idea to buy and hold some rookies while you wait for PSA to open its doors more widely, and then see if you can't get a few highly graded cards out of them and recoup all of your expenditures. We just have an interesting window of a few graded rookies out there right now, a scenario that probably won't come around again, and I think that LaMelo is the right guy to capitalize on that window with.
Hey everyone, Nate here with your Loupe Football Market Report, and today we are talking about Kyler Murray of the 4-0 Arizona Cardinals. They beat the Rams on Sunday. The Rams looked like a pretty unbeatable team, and yet they went in there and beat them. They have scored 30-plus points every single game this season, and that is in large part thanks to Kyler Murray, their quarterback. Kyler, thrown for yards, has 9 touchdowns on the season, 4 interceptions in the 4 games, which is a little bit concerning, but 9 touchdowns. He's added another 100-plus yards rushing, not a ton of yards per game. I think his max is 39. But he's also added 3 rushing touchdowns. So all in all, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the year for Kyler Murray. And his team is 4-0. If he keeps this up, if he keeps playing as well as he is, you're looking at a lot of young guys lately that have a blow-up year and then win MVP. Patrick Mahomes, and then Lamar Jackson, and then almost Josh Allen. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers won it last year, but Josh Allen was good enough to win it. If Aaron Rodgers wasn't as good as he was, you'd be looking at a third consecutive young guy winning an MVP, and Kyler Murray is currently on that path. And so we are looking at the Kyler Murray Select Field Level Silver PSA 10, and you'll notice here that if you look at his prices, they are around $1,000, and so $1,050 for the last sale. But if we go back to 6 months here, you'll notice that they are a little bit lower than what they were 6 months ago. And if we go back a year, right, you'll notice that they're significantly lower than what they were in April. Now, there might have been some tomfoolery going on here with this April sales. A little bit high, might be artificial. But if it's not, there is currently still room to grow in Kyler Murray's market, despite the fact of how well he's been playing early on the season. There's still $400 to go on this card until it reaches its high, and I know it's up 300 some bucks from its previous low like a month ago, but still room to grow. So if Kyler Murray and the Cardinals can keep winning, and he can keep putting up stats, and he can get his name into the MVP conversation, I don't see why you couldn't find a nice little rise on this card and every Kyler Murray card. He is finally showing the ability, still a little bit inconsistent, but he's showing that ability that made him the #1 pick overall a couple years ago. Thank you for listening to the Loupe Football Market Report. Now on to baseball. For the Loupe Baseball Market Report today, we are talking about the one, the only Juan Soto. Now, I know we've covered him quite a bit here, and I figured since this is the last week of the season, or the last week of the season just happened, it's no better time to cover the off-season moves and the off-season targets than right now, and especially guys that are not playing in the playoffs. If you're not playing in the playoffs, you're going to get forgotten about, even a guy like Juan Soto. And so prices should move in the opposite direction of where you'd want them to go if you were invested in him. And that means it's a perfect time to start buying Juan Soto. Now, not right now. We're looking at his Topps Chrome Update PSA 10, and they are at $310 for his last sale on the October 3rd. I expect that to drop a little bit, right? I expect that to drop. Just the previous sale was $277. So wait for this to drop in the offseason, but Juan Soto is my target for the offseason, the one I will personally be going after if I can, because, and this can go for any Juan Soto card, not just his Topps Chrome Update PSA 10, is that Juan Soto was an absolute animal this year, and yet he didn't get any love. The first half of the season, he had an 851 OPS. Not great. And some people said it was because of his protection in the lineup. The second half of the season, when he lost his protection, Trey Turner and Kyle Schwarber, he almost ran like a 1200 OPS, despite not having protection. So it wasn't the protection in the lineup, it was the fact that Juan Soto was just amazing. He ran over a 500, he ran a 525 on base percentage in the second half. He had almost like 40 more walks than strikeouts on the season. And at the age of 22, he finished with 29 home runs, 20 doubles. Expect that if he doesn't have a slow start next year to go even higher. And as he gets older, I would expect him to get into the 40 home run territory, along with having an unbelievable on base percentage. And you are looking at a guy who's probably going to be running 1,000 plus OPSs for a nice, good 5-year chunk of his career, which means he is not only the best option for me for this season, but he's one of the best options for me going forward. It's pretty impressive. Juan Soto led the National League in wins above replacement per Baseball Reference at 7, despite the fact he had such a poor start to the season. Now, 851 OPS isn't that poor, but for Juan Soto, it is poor. In the second half of the season and last year, you're looking at what I think Juan Soto is compared to what he was in the first half. So if you've got money and you're looking to buy something that's safe while also having upside for next year, Juan Soto is your guy. Thank you for listening to this Baseball Market Report.
What is up, everybody? This is Zach from At Premier Soccer Investing, bringing you the Loupe Market Report powered by SlabStox. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about one of football's brightest young stars, Florian Vert. So Florian Vert is a teenage German prodigy. He's playing for Bayern Leverkusen. He has 2 years left on his contract, so there's a pretty likely chance that he'll be sold by Leverkusen this coming summer in order to cash in on his immense transfer value, which will be high because of the numbers he's been putting up. So he has 4 goals, and he's leading the Bundesliga in assists with 5 for Leverkusen, as they're tied at the top of the table right now with Bayern Munich in an unlikely title charge that's truly been being led by him. He was the replacement for Kai Havertz when Havertz left for Chelsea, and he's arguably been better than Havertz ever was for Chelsea. And the card market is really starting to appreciate him and reflect how well he's playing. As you can see with his 2020 Topps Chrome Sapphire, this is technically a rookie as our earlier 2019 Topps Now, which I'll talk about in a second, but this is his first pack-pulled big Topps Chrome major release. He's not in Champions League because Leverkusen wasn't in it, so this is his only Topps Chrome. It was in the summer, $275, got up to $300 in August, and then up to $308, but has seen a huge spike since that last sale in August, up 134.55% from and $370 all the way up to $645. And this is non-graded, obviously. He's really the one to watch out for, and it can be seen in his main graded card. So he's in the 2019 Topps Now Bundesliga set, and PSA 10s of that were doing $228 in August, and they are up 86% now, all the way up to $426 was the last sale as of today. He's really someone who's getting the market excited because he's plays for a high-quality national team in Germany that really needs attacking midfielders too. Havertz, is he enough for them? Not based on his Chelsea form. He's on a team that's challenging for the Bundesliga titles as of right now, and he's someone who looks likely to have a big transfer this coming summer. So with those 3 factors, you've seen the rise in his card prices, which have been reflected in his Sapphire Rookie Green and his Topps Now PSA 10. But if you haven't heard of Florian Vert yet, I suggest you go watch a Bayern Leverkusen game. He's a complete player, really good on the ball. He can finish. He's strong physically. His technical ability is there. He's a good passer, obviously, with 5 assists. And, yeah, he's looking like he's going to be that next great attacking midfielder come out of Germany in that Thomas Muller-esque role. That's going to do it for this week. Thanks for watching.
Thank you everyone for watching this week's Loupe Market Report powered by SlabStox. This is actually our last episode up here on YouTube of the Loupe Market Report. We do appreciate you all for following this journey over the past 6 months. If you do wish to receive more SlabStox content, be sure to follow us at SlabStox on Instagram, at SlabStox on Twitter, or SlabStox YouTube channel. But keep using Loupe, keep getting those packs, getting those cards, loving the collecting hobby because I love it. I hope you love it too, and we will see you around town.